Welcome back, students. A very beautiful good morning, all of you, and I hope all of you are very fine today. So, this is your fourth chapter of your English literature, and the chapter name is your In the Kingdom of Fools, and that is written by Amazon. And it's a really very easy topic. So, in this video, I'll cover your short summary. So, my dear friends, here is your brain sir. So, you must watch this video till the end so that you can understand it very good. So, my dear friends, have a watch the first page. Welcome back, students. So let's start it from the very beginning. There was a kingdom of fools where both the king and his minister were idiots. In an attempt to be different from other, they foolishly took the decision to change night day with day and vice versa. Hence, the people in this kingdom would do all their work like tilling the fields or running their business at night, and all would sleep when the sun rises up. These who disobeyed were threatened with death punishment. So everyone followed this foolish practice. So my dear friends, in the kingdom of fools, the king and the minister were idiots. They decided to change night into day and day into night. They made a rule that all the activities to be done in the day and should be performed at night, and they should sleep as soon as the sun rises. If anyone who breaks the rules would be punished with death. Dear friends, let's move on. Welcome back, children. So let's start it. One day a guru and his disciple visited this kingdom and were surprised to find the whole kingdom asleep during the day. When night came, people began their routine activities. The two men had become very hungry by this time, so they went to grocery shop. It was a totally surprise for them to see what everything had the same cost. A single to-do. Initially, they were both happy as they could buy all that they wanted for every nominal amount. So, my dear friends, one day a guru and his disciple came to their city. They were amazed at what they saw. In the evening, the tone became active. They went to buy some grocery and were surprised to know that they could buy anything for a single dodo. The guru realized that it was a city of fools and left, but the disciple remained there, for everything was cheap there. So it was the short summary, guys. So let's move on. Welcome back, students. So let's start it from the very beginning. However, the guru, being a wise man, decided to leave the place and told his disciple that the behavior of fools can't be predicted and it was not safe to stay there for long. But the disciple decided to stay back, and the guru alone left the city. And one day, a thief broke into a rich merchant's house by making a hole in the wall. However, when he was leaving after the loot, the wall of the old house fell on his head and killed him instantly. The thief's brothers complained to the king that the merchant was to be blamed for this death and should hence be punished. So, my dear friends, one day a thief broke into a rich merchant's house. The wall of the house collapsed and killed the thief. The incident was investigated, and finally the rich merchant and was ordered death by the king. So, let's move on, my dear friends. So, here is your next page. Welcome, dear friends, once again. So let's start it from the very beginning. As you know, Anklets, when she went up and down the street on the day the wall was built by him, the dancing girls in her turn shifted the blame to the goldsmith. She said that she had to walk up and down the street many times because the goldsmith had delayed her order. The goldsmith defended himself by pleading that he could not complete the dancing girl's order in time because he had to first finish a rich merchant's order. The rich merchant was the father of the same person on whom the blame was put earlier. So the rich merchant was summoned again. He pleaded his innocence on the ground that the jewelry had been ordered by his father. But what happened? Let's see again. Welcome back. Had been ordered by his father, but the foolish king told the merchant that he had inherited his father's sin in the same way as he had got his wealth. Hence, he must be excused for the killing of the burglar. A new steak was ordered by the king for executions. However, moments before the killing, the minister observed that the merchant was too thin for the new steak, so it was decided to find a person who fitted the steak. The disciple who had gone for after eating banana, rice, eat and ghee 4 days. So, my dear friends, as the merchant could not fit the steak for the executions, so the king asked his man to find a fit man for executions. So let's see whether does he find out or not. So here is your next page of this video. Welcome guys once again. So disable, he was caught to be ghee 4 days, was caught to be killed in place of merchant. He pleaded that he was a sannyasi and had not done anything wrong, but the king's man did not listen to him, and he was reminded of his guru, and while waiting for death he prayed to him in his heart for help. The guru had magical power and he saw everything in vision. He arrived at once to save his disciple. He first scolded the disciple and then whispered something in his ear, and admiring the king for his wisdom, the Guru asked him to put him to death in place of his disciple. The disciple at once understood the Guru's mood and insisted on being put to death earlier than his. So, my dear friends, the soldiers immediately took the disciple for executions, who had turned very fat. He remembered his wise Guru's words. He prayed to his Guru in his heart. The Guru at once came to save his disciple. So let's move on, my dear friends. Welcome back students. So let's study it from the very beginning. As you know, being put to death earlier than his guru, this behavior puzzled the king. He asked the guru to explain the reason behind the desire to get executed first. The guru asked the king to promise him that if he told him the reason, he would put him to die earlier than the disciple. The king assured him, and the guru, taking the king aside, told that the stake was the stake of the god of justice. It was newborn, it was new, and to no crime had ever been put on it. Hence, whoever dies first will be reborn as the king, and the next person will be reborn as the minister. My dear friends, the Guru tried to confuse the king by saying that whoever dies first will be the king, and the next will be the minister in the next incarnation. The king and the minister discuss themselves. So let's move on into the next page. Welcome students. So let's start it from the very beginning. As you know, this information put the king in deep thought. He discussed the matter with minister and they decided to go to the stake themselves. The minister told the executioners that the criminal to be punished would be sent at night. They should be killed one after the other after any mistake. At night, the king and minister secretary went to the prison and set free the guru and his disciple. Then they disguised themselves as the two criminals and were executed as per their revised order. When their bodies were taken down to be thrown to the crown and vulture, people panicked the city god. So, my dear friends, it was your short summary. So, it's so very easy, and this is written in a simple words. So, I hope that you are also getting this all things. So, my dear friends, let's move on into the next page. Welcome guys once again. So let's start it from the very beginning, and this is your last page of this video. So what's here? People panicked, the city got confused, they mourned all night and finally went to the guru and began him and his disciple to be their king and minister. The disciple agreed easily, but the guru agreed on the condition that they would be allowed to change the old law. Then one night ante began to be used in their normal way, and the price of all things no longer remained one to do each. So my dear friends, it was your short summary. I hope you had fun with me today, and after watching this video you must read the book at your home so that you can understand very good. And I hope you had enjoyed, and see you again in the next video. Till then, have a fun, and tomorrow I will send its questions answer. Till then, have a fun. Bye bye students, see you.